Our next guest is an actor and musician. You know him from Tyler Perry's The Oval, One Day at a Time, and the new movie American Pie presents Girls Rule. Please welcome Ed Quinn.
Hey guys!
Hey,
girls! How are
Ed.
ya?
Hi. So Ed, you've got a million projects going on. Okay, we're gonna get to all of them, but first, your One Day at a Time co-star, Justina Machado, is my competition, my sister over there this season on Dancing with the Stars. Have you been watching us and are you voting? I don't care if you're voting for me or Justina, you just need to be voting.
Are you kidding me? Madonna versus Flashdance? And here's the funny thing. I actually was a little jealous. Yes, I've been watching. You guys are both killing it. I think you guys are going to come down. It's going to be the two of you.
She's
in
my
the finale.
favorite to hang out with on set.
Well, Justina and I, in an upcoming episode of One Day at a Time, for Halloween, we are Sandy and Danny. And Justina's Sandy is the most, from Greece, obviously, the most adorable Sandy you ever seen. I was like, oh, wow, that's really cute too. So I was a little jealous, but I was rooting both of you on because I knew I was coming on today. So congratulations.
Oh, good. I hope she gives you Spanish lessons like she does me. We literally speak in Spanish the entire time when we hang out. Now, let me ask you this, Ed. Would you ever want to hit the dance floor and compete yourself?
Oh.
You know, I kind of was soft approached a while ago, and I kind of soft passed just because, I don't know, no one needs to see this big gorilla clomping around. Watching you beautiful girls dance around out there, and your dancers, like the actual, like, you know, professional dancers with the show are so good. So yeah, I'm a little afraid of it. I know how much work it is too. That's what everybody kind of glosses over. You guys take a beating. I'd rather do I thought maybe like Survivor, but everybody's so mean. I just kind of want to go live on an island and go fishing and stuff, but then someone will like vote me off or kill me or starve me to death.
How you go from comparing the difficulty of dancing to surviving in an unknown environment? Are you crazy?
Yeah, like I go sail around boats and archipelagos with like, you know, malaria and we're, you know, trying to catch fish to eat. Like that's my wheelhouse. Learning like the Roomba or trying to do what you did last night.
We get to wear deodorant and makeup. It's very different. We smell good on our job. I think you should consider coming over here.
I know you're in pain right now. You gotta be. Your knees, your ankles. You got beat up, didn't you?
She's like, yeah. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. Okay, fine. Take that.
Ed, we've been doing a little stalking on your IG, and we realized that you're always posting pictures of you wearing masks. Are you still getting recognized when you're out and about?
More so. It is the weirdest thing. I mean, I'm talking like I'm in a sporting goods store, and I'm kind of like this, and the guy starts talking to me, and like not a guy who I think would be a fan of one of my shows. You know, like, how's it going? You know, show's doing great. And it's the weirdest thing. I think everybody's senses are a little heightened, whereas normally people just sort of pass by you and we're not. But since everybody's in a mask, I think we're all a little suspicious. And we're a little keener, and we see people's eyes, and we're like, you know, we're trying to see if they're smiling underneath that mask or what their whole persona is. And I think people are locking eyes a lot more. So it has been actually really grocery store all the time. I think we've all kind of changed a little bit, and that one sense of recognition has been heightened.
Okay, I agree with that.
True.
Well, you know, Ed, you're a great actor and you're a fantastic guitar player. And we're all mourning with the rest of the music world about the passing of Eddie Van Halen. What kind of influence did he have on you?
I played Eruption note for note at my 9th grade talent show at St. Mary's High School in Berkeley. Really? He changed the whole genre of guitar, maybe forever, maybe even broke the mold. I think, you know, it's almost like what Jimi Hendrix did. Then all of a sudden, you know, and no one thought there'd be another Jimmy, and then all of a sudden, Eddie Van Halen comes from outer space. It actually really hurt me. It was a big part of my childhood. I still remember the opening of Running with the Devil, listening to it on a record player in my parents' house, and it was, you know, it was life changing. And so yeah, it was sad.
He will definitely be missed. I mean, people don't even realize that Eddie Van Halen actually played the solo for Beat It. For Michael Jackson, and he actually did it with no credit, and he did it for no cost. He just wanted dance lessons from Michael, so he was a great guy. He's gonna be missed. So awesome. But we have his music to live on to. And you know what else, Ed? We love you on Tyler Perry's The Oval as the president. you shot season 2 on Tyler Perry's studio lot in quarantine. How did that go?
I mean, only Tyler Perry could do it. Move heaven and earth and do it. No, I was there the day before we were going to start production on season 2. We got shut down in March. And I started talking to Tyler. And now I lived on the studio. I lived there, season 1, but it was sort of like 28 days later. Like, I was the only person living in all these old houses. On weekends, I wouldn't see anybody for 48 hours. And
wow.
Tyler just had this idea, like kind of like, if Ed can do it, we can all do it. Now, that sounds reasonable until you realize you're going to try and get 377 people in a bubble, safe, protocols. It's summer in Georgia. They've got to be comfortable. So Tyler set out and spent literally tens of millions of dollars to build all of these luxury mobile homes. All our cast and crew knew months, like weeks beforehand. I mean, it's not just keeping yourself safe for yourself, but for your friends and your family and now your colleagues.
Cool.
And we didn't have one positive test. Everybody got in that bubble. Everybody, it was so much harder on the crew with the masks and the shields and everything was more difficult. And yet we pulled it off. We did 22 episodes, season 2, and you think about it, when you got a hit show, you want to keep that momentum going. Our show ended on a season high. Our show ended the #1 show, on a new show on cable. You don't want to disappear for 18 months. And so it was super important, not just for the studio and the network, but for all those people who work on that show, all the cast and crew.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, man, this was such a feat.
Tyler
and
did
somehow everybody at Tyler Perry Studios pulled it off. And I'm so
I'm
honored
so
to
glad
be a part
everybody
of it.
came out healthy.
Good job.
That's awesome, Ed. Yes.
That's great.
Good
Now you're
job.
also appearing in the newest American Pie movie, American Pie Presents Girls Rule. Ed, do you remember watching the first movie?
I went to the premiere. I went to the premiere. I was friends with one of the actors' reps, and so I do remember. I remember what a sensation it was. Almost the entire cast went on to have incredible careers. So it was really fun to get this offer and then read the script and go, wow, this is really kind of funny and cute, and it's raunchy. Don't get me wrong. Don't let your kids watch it. It's got an R rating for a reason.
Of
but
course.
It's not part. And and it's just got this amazing cast. Madison Pettis and Lizzie Broadway are stars. Sarah Rue, I felt, stole the whole movie, and I don't know. It was a lot of fun, and it's been top 10 on Netflix for 2 weeks now. So it's doing really great, which is a lot of fun.
Cool.
Well, you know what,
Congratulations.
Ed? Thank you so much for, hanging out with us, updating us on everything that you're doing. We love you so much. You're a very busy man. You can catch One Day at a Time Monday nights at 9 p.m. on CBS. And American Pie Presents Girls Rules is now available on video on demand. And look out for season 2 of Tyler Perry's The Oval coming soon to BET.